see. Do I have that string somewhere? This one. No, 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 no. Whoa, whoa.
Years, 10 years. Years 10. I said 10 years, but my mic wasn't turned on at that time. Guys, happy birthday, GSL.
Yeah.
Still going strong. Best esports show of all time.
Oh, easily.
Easily. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, that little mini documentary about Tastosis and myself, the Tastosis propaganda film. Yeah, that was very sweet of them to do that.
Yeah, no, that was great to see. Yeah, thanks everybody. 10 years of GSL. This is literally the 10-year anniversary, which means 10 years ago, like to the minute, you and I were casting GSL.
Yes, it's crazy. We had the meeting with the production company. We knew, okay, we're going to at least get to do the pilot season of the show. We're going to do our best. And here we are 10 years later.
Yeah.
We made an entire living off of Starcraft. The GSL is an incredible show, and it's getting better with age here.
Starcraft 2 and GSL launched esports the modern age. That's for sure.
That's true.
Wow. Crazy ride. I was pretty sure it was going to happen. I was pretty sure this is where we'd be 10 years later.
It all went according to plan.
I thought I'd be like another foot taller right now, but I guess people stopped growing, so that was weird. But
yeah,
like, other than that, I nailed it.
That was one of the disappointing things about getting older is we don't get to keep growing.
He has other things that are going on. It's just, is he going to have enough when Maru finally moves out? Oh. Okay. Oh, all right. Well,
I love this new way you cast Tastosis.
Well, first,
I guess so.
At first it was like kind of stuck there, and I'm like, well, all you have to do here is flick one probe, and it dies, right? Because it gets stuck. And then he doesn't do that, and I'm like, all right, I guess he gets away, and then he doesn't even try to get away, and it dies. I'm like, okay, well, there you have it. We're all just thrown in the towel, aren't we? My commentary on top of it. None of us going to put any effort into that. Not Nightmare killing the Reaper, not Maru keeping the Reaper alive, and hell, not me commentating that farce. That farce of a scout.
Here we go. Oh, this is actually a pretty unfortunate angle for the Protoss to try to attack here.
Oh my God, I can't believe, that mine hasn't hit.
He's doing it again.
Well, that mine almost shredded him like 3 times, then it didn't hit.
Yeah.
But now, like that engagement was not really that good for Nightmare, unfortunately.
No, let's stick with this casting style. I like it. We got to watch Tastosis' brain feel out the game.
Yeah. Normally, I'm good at turning the what's and ahs into words, but not today. Tastosis, I've been doing this 10 years, man. It's time to put me down.
It's where you get caster disease. They find out way in the future. It's like, yeah, casting is actually really bad for you. You know,
Tastosis, you only missed 2 more days in Artosis over the 10 years. So by this time next week, you're going to have caster disease.
Yeah, there's already tumors all over my brain. They just haven't started to kill me yet. Well, this Warp Prism is really keeping Nightmare in the game. That Warp Prism actually has a tattoo of the Warp Prism that was killed at the start of this game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And when that one
dies,
dies...
was his twin brother.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When that Warp Prism was shot down, this Warp Prism felt pain.
And his mom is feeling really sad about it, too, because she is the circuit board inside the robotics.
Yes.
And the other robotics, the first robotics, that was his dad.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn, that's really
this
sad.
Is a sad story.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. I think that the Marauders can just ignore the disruptor shots, though.
Yeah, for the most part.
I think they just kite their way through this base. Wow. And again, the 4th is going to be picked off here.
He's just way too strong.
GG, Maru wins, but it was a good series. Nightmare is a good player.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing what else he can do.
Totally, totally.
10 years. 10 freaking years at GSL, and it just gets better and better and better.
It does indeed.
I'm going to eat that cake after the show. I'm going to get the slice that has an ST's face on it.
Oh my God,
I already called
amazing.
You're going to get the Sari. You can get the Sari slice at the bottom right.
Is Sniper on that cake? Is Sniper on that cake?
I don't know.
It was like, who's Sniper? Yeah. You mean GSL champ? Is Ro24 on that cake? Actually, Ro24 was fantastic.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
Did he win when we were in Las Vegas? The one
No,
show
that was Sniper.
That was Sniper.
Yeah, that's how hard it is to remember.
That's it. Yeah, I was there and I cast it, and I'm not sure.
Even the whole top 4 was kind of funny. Like Gumiho was in that top 4.
That's right.
It's crazy. Before he was good. Yeah. Anyways, it's neither here nor there, I guess. 10 years.
10
Lots
years,
of memories,
baby.
man. Lots of memories.
Diabolical's been released.
Oh, Diabolical came out today.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Diabolical's great.
Wait, say it again. How do you say it?
Diabolical.
I thought it was diabolical. Is it diabolical?
Yes.
Oh,
bot,
okay.
Because you play with bots.
Oh my God! Of course.
Of course, Too Good made that.
Yeah.
And no, that's great. I actually did not realize that I can't speak today. That today was its release date.
Very cool. Very excited to check that out.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since there's been rail shooters coming out.
Yeah, well, it's a game that's really unbelievably hard with like this infinite skill cap, and you play it alone. You know, it's a 1v1 game.
Yeah.
And so I think it's harder to make those games and get people to play them because they'd rather either have it play itself, like an auto battler, or have the randomness of drawing from a deck, like a card game, or have teammates to blame.
Have teammates to blame.
Yeah,
You
those
can be
types of
toxic
things.
with your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't heal me in time. Oh. But go check that out if you can. I think it's free on the. This is not an ad, by the way, but just us supporting the classic esports here.
Yeah. No, Quake was a great one. I loved Quake 3. It was so much fun to watch.
I actually missed out on rail shooters. It was just like not.
Dude, I used to
never
play
got
with
those
my
games.
other StarCraft friends, and
Yeah, you were quite into rail shooters for a while,
yeah,
right?
no, I really liked Quake 3. Well, it was hilarious because I was terrible. I would play against other StarCraft players, and we would just be on opposite sides of the stage shooting railguns at each other, never hitting each other. Eventually, we'd have to switch guns and go after each other.
I do remember because there was a period where there were PC cafes in the States, like in malls and stuff like that. That was one of the businesses that just never made it in the U.S.
Yeah.
But it was always cool to go to a PC cafe. I remember seeing people play Quake in there, being like, "Wow, this game looks really cool. It looks really hard."
There wasn't one in New Hampshire back then, but I read about them and they sounded cool.
Reaper's going to come in here for his scout. That's actually one of the things I love the most about Seoul, and I'm most excited for coronavirus when the vaccine comes out, is to go back to computer cafes. If you're a tourist, by the way, once the end of the dark periods is finally here and we can start to travel again, and of course you're going to come to Korea and come to GSL, go to a PC cafe in Korea. They're quite nice.
Oh, they're fantastic.
I love you go in there, you can order food. The
Play
PCs are
games.
top tier.
Everyone's playing games.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, there's something nice about, even if you go alone and you're playing, something like Starcraft in a PC cafe, there's something nice about being around other people that are also playing games.
Yeah.
It's cool. But then you also get to see some of the garb games that people play. There's some really bad
people
games.
play some hilariously bad games. But
Yeah.
you know what? If they're happy, that's really too bad.
I like going to PC cafes with you, Artosis, and I get to talk shit on the other people playing games. Like, look at that game he's playing, Artosis. That's a real garb game.
I love it when I lose a tight game and look over in your watch. I'm like, no.
When you lose a game of StarCraft, you have this whole thing where you don't want somebody to look at you.
Yeah.
They
It's a shame.
for that mini documentary they did about us, which we'll play again, by the way, after the show's done with. We really appreciate that they filmed us. It was very nice of them. One of the things I don't think they showed, unless I missed it.
They didn't show the game.
The game they asked me to play a game of StarCraft, and it was funny because it's like me suddenly getting to experience what a lot of pros have to feel, where there's a camera right in my face while I'm playing the game, and I played like the worst StarCraft game of my life and lost, and then the cameras are just still running. I'm like, this is just a painful experience.
Yeah. I lost one too, and they didn't show it.
Oh, they did the same thing to you?
Yeah. 3 bases against 6? You can trade at a 2-to-1 deficit.
And then when the
And
larva
win.
is the number infinity?
Just about. Just about. We should bring up larva numbers more. I wish they would show it on screen a bit more. It's the other Zerg resource.
Yeah. It's actually funny we don't have that. I don't know why we've never brought that up before, but yeah.
We just don't look at the units tab very much.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But I mean, I meant like instead of having a units tab up, just some other
like
marker.
have it integrated into the game. That could be a cool stat
you know what
tab
I'm
at the
saying?
bottom.
Like, see, like in this overlay, right, we've got, you can see the Army supply versus the worker supply. That's an interesting number, but
for Zerg, I would like to see.
That'd be cool to see how many larvae are there.
That's
I don't know why. 10 years later, we suddenly thought of this.
What if you had just the macro mechanic for each person next to Army, right? It goes like minerals, gas, and then maybe you have the macro mechanic, which would be Nexus energy, orbital energy, and larva for the races.
Yeah.
That would be amazing to look at. I would love to look at that because it would tell us so much. Like, oh yeah, he has enough energy for an overcharge. Or look at this, he's saved 2 scans. Or look at this, Ragnarok has 400 larvae.
Yeah.
You know? That would be really cool. Someone get on that.
Yeah.
I know you're listening. Whoever knows how to do this, I already know that you're listening.
Someone write it down. Take your hands out of your lap and start typing somewhere. Oh, don't give me that look. That's not what I meant. Well, actually, with this number of people watching, somewhere that was probably true. So. Stop clapping your hands. I know you're happy it's 10 years at GSL. Start typing. Get us the larva thing.
Yeah.
Tastosis, we are forever high school, man.
It's very true. It's very true.
It was really funny.
It's weird for me watching everyone else get older except for me.
Yeah, and I'm forever mature.
Yeah.
We had this meeting a couple weeks ago, you know, because they came to our house to film us for that little mini doc. They'll play that again after the show, by the way, guys. But they've been going through our old English VODs. They were trying to ask us to explain some of the jokes to them that we've casted that are in some of these highlight reels on YouTube.
Yeah, we ended up basically telling them that we're stupid and don't use any of that.
Yeah, we were like, oh, you should have fired us after the first year. But
like, yeah, no, this was a really bad joke that people liked for some reason.
Yeah.
What do you guys mean by get your boats ready?
Yeah, they asked us that. They said, what do you mean by get your boats ready? We're like, we started to try to explain it. We're like, listen, we're actually garbage.
Look at this. These mutas actually making themselves so useful. Imagine, people, if we were all as useful as these mutas every day. The world would be a wonderful place, wouldn't it?
Well, here's the thing. Those mutas wake up early every day and work out before work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have goals.
And then they spend time with their dog.
That's the way to do it.
Spend quality time with their dog, you know?
Yeah.
And then on the way to work, when the muta's taking the train to work, the muta's reading a book, the muta's continuing to learn and grow.
Taking care of themselves.
Yeah. 10 years, bitches. 10 years at GSL.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it, Artosis. When that cake comes on camera, you talk about GSL in 10 years. You scream. GSL.
Tastosis has held me against my will for 10 years.
That's right. Not allowed to take that casting ankle bracelet off until the games are done, Artosis.
Yeah. Americanos are amazing, though. I have one every morning.
I think that's the best way to wake up. It feels just good. Embracing life.
I drink like a regular cup of coffee in the morning, and then I have an Americano while I play Starcraft.
So you do a cup of coffee, then you have I do Americano when I play too. I was doing iced Earl Grey tea for a while, but I feel like the Americano when I play really gets me like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then occasionally I'll try to get a second Americano, and that's where I feel like I'm about to die.
Yes.
And my heart's going to explode.
Yeah, that's...
And I feel nervous and scared, even though I'm just in my house playing a computer game.
The second one is generally not a
The second one is always a bad call.
Yeah.
But what can you have after a second? Let's say you have an iced Americano. What can you have, like a cup of coffee after that, or green tea?
After the iced Americano?
Yeah, let's say that you're like 4 hours into your session, the caffeine's starting to go away.
Well, I'm not doing any caffeine after that anymore.
What? I don't remember where we read this, but there was a period where you and I were both doing Americanos, and then you'd have grapefruit juice after that, because it would keep the half-life of the caffeine active in your system for longer.
Yeah, I remember that.
I got to start trying that again. Let's try that, actually. Go get some grapefruit juice.
I do like grapefruit juice. It's very tasty.
I'm neutral on grapefruit juice. It's not bad.
I like all the old man juices. Like, I like tomato juice.
Tomato juice is definitely the old man juice.
Yeah.
Where you can, some people grind up pepper and put it in there.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, you are like old.
I never liked tomato juice, and then I was in an airport with White Raw.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there, and he made me a tomato juice when I had a headache. We were flying home and hanging out before getting on our planes.
Oh, you were hungover.
Yes.
Yes. Look at Artosis. I had a headache.
I had a headache
after all the casting I did.
I just had too much
Artosis was partying, man. He was out all night.
White Raw hooked me up with some tomato juice, and since then I've been a fan. Yeah.
Did he grind some pepper into
yeah,
it?
Yeah. He set it up pretty nice.
A proper
like,
tomato juice is
Dad,
pepper.
drink this.
Yes.
Make
It's
you
good.
feel better.
Good for headache.
Yeah. Thanks, White Raw. All right.
Yeah. Okay, Terran. One last hurrah, but I think, well, actually, no, there's no way. There's no way in hell.
Way too much.
All right, GG, Ragnarok takes it, and he'll be going up against Maru. That was just warm-up. Now we got to see him against Maru's Terran. 10 years! 10! That's all the fingers on your hands. I hope.
Most likely.
Yeah. 10 years.
Yeah.
All right, Artosis, your kid's 10 years old. What grade are they in? What grade is a 10-year-old in?
4th grade?
4th grade. What do you learn in 4th grade? That's
grade.
what GSL will be learning right now. Some grammar.
Geography and writing and
I think you learn cursive in 2nd grade. That's already out of the way.
yeah, that's right. You're doing some lots of science.
Division.
And stuff.
Long division.
Yeah, for sure. Long division. Yeah.
Solving for X. Remember that when you were a kid?
Was that in 4th grade? It might have been.
Might have been.
I actually don't really remember that well. I remember my 4th grade class and where I sat and which trapper keeper I had, but I don't remember what I learned that year.
I don't remember much of. I hated school personally.
That was the dark years before Starcraft came out.
Yeah, that's right. That was the dark ages.
Yeah.
Things were very primitive back
Cave
then.
people.
Drinking mud water. Wait, when did Warcraft 2 come out? Because that was when I got sucked into RTS. I guess Command & Conquer came out a year before it, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't I think I started playing Warcraft 2 in like '97.
Yeah,
but I
like
was
that.
like, yeah. So, but I don't know what year it came out. It probably came out before that.
Because I was super.
I didn't like get it when it came out. I got it when my friend showed me it.
I got super into RTS with that. It was Warcraft 2 and Command & Conquer. But StarCraft was the one where it's like you can really actually do a lot in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very confused by people that are into other competitive RTSs and haven't tried.
There's other competitive RTSs?
There are, well, people say that they have scenes for them, but it's like, I don't know how big they actually are.
Yeah.
Age of Empires 2 was remastered.
Yeah, no, they actually do have a bit of a scene.
Yeah, they've got a competitive scene.
I've been meaning to try that game out a bit.
Does Company of Heroes have a scene?
I don't think so.
I don't know, actually.
I think most games have at least a little scene, but it's not like... Yeah, it just...
I guess for me, you see all these other RTSs out there, it's like, but you have StarCraft here, it's so big and it's got all this great infrastructure.
Yeah, like, I mean, for some people, I think it's, maybe the flavor of the game or something, but I think a lot of people, at least when I've read other people talking about RTS games that they like that aren't StarCraft, some people just, like, pretend that StarCraft is something it's not.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, it's just like about how quick you click or how many units you have or something. Yeah. It's like, oh, no, it's actually 10 times more strategically deep than the crap you're playing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Well, that's one of the weird, these are people that are actually, there are people out there that are just lying to themselves.
Yes, that's for sure.
It's very, very odd.
That's almost everybody.
Yeah, where they're like, well, actually, StarCraft, it's all about APM, and I'm just trying to use my strategy. I'm like, oh, you're bad at games mechanically, and your brain sucks.
Yeah. Well, those are just people that don't want to learn.
Yeah.
Anyone can become good at this crap. This is not...
Yeah, you can
We
learn.
are not special snowflakes. Like, anyone can be good at StarCraft.
Yeah. You have to work really hard at it, but you can get good.
Yeah.
I don't want to be fast, Artosis. I have all these strategies. I just can't do it because I can't move my units quickly. Like, oh, boo-hoo, buddy.
Like, well, if you're so strategically minded, let's go have you play some Go or chess.
Yeah, let's have you play chess.
And then they're like, no, but I need to be able to move a little bit.
Yeah. That's just the thing, though.
I also need to play a game with no player
I would
base.
play if Blizzard finally got rid of that stupid knight unit.
Yeah.
Game paused.
Uh-oh.
Oof. Does he have milk running down his forehead?
He's sweating milk. That's...
It's baling milk.
Yeah.
He's a brood mother.
He's like one of those cyborgs in the Alien series.
Yeah. All right. Not sure what this is. It's probably a sound error. That's generally what it is.
Remember when they knocked off Ash's head in Alien, all that white juice came out? I'm like, oh, yeah, robot juice.
Yeah, that's robot blood.
That's robot blood.
Haven't you seen robot blood before?
Yeah.
Well, that was my first time I saw robot murdered, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ragnarok is sweating milk.
Poor guy.
That's not good.
Probably not.
Can we get a doctor in here?
Good for the skin, though. Good for the skin.
Yeah, don't Google sweating milk and end up on WebMD. You're going to scare yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, man. So there is a little bit of lag going on is the issue. And, of course, you don't want lag.
And he's sweating milk.
Yeah, that's a big, big issue going on right now. 10 years.
It's the first time. We don't say 10 years Artosis until the cake's on camera.
I saw the cake.
Was it on camera just then?
Might have been. You don't know.
Maybe I missed it. You know, sometimes we've talked about people laughing so hard that milk comes out of their nose. But
Yeah, that's always a
when
fun
you're
one.
sweating milk, it's like...
What's the worst thing that you ever had come out your nose?
The worst thing... I think someone once made me laugh when I was having a shot of rum. And that was really bad. That was just like, yeah. Someone said something funny and yeah.
Oh, man, that would be rough.
What about you?
Vinegar.
Vinegar?
Yeah. I was a kid, and there was a bottle of vinegar, but I thought it was soda. So I poured a glass and went like that.
Oh.
And it gave me such a reflex it came out through my nose.
That is nasty.
It was bad. And that's why, to this day, I don't drink vinegar.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, so you're just like drinking a cup of vinegar? It could have been worse. You could have been like, oh, blue paint.
Blue paint. I was like, yeah, I was going to go see Blue Man Group, and I thought I should be blue on the inside because I wanted them to know I loved them.
I thought I was drinking orange paint, and then somebody said it was blue right when I put it in my mouth, and I got startled, and so it came out my nose.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was so gross. I thought, wait, blue paint, gross. Yeah. Look at that. 10 years of GSL.
I wonder how they chose which champions to put on.
But it's not even a battle royale. How can it be an esport? Where are the cards in this game? 10 years, guys.
Yeah. It's a long time. This show is really old now.
This show is old. We're old.
Well, I'm not old.
We're old, Artosis.
Yeah? You think so, really?
No. We were talking about being old like 3 years into GSL. Now we're much older.
Yeah, that's true. I don't feel old, though, at all.
No, I don't feel old at all.
Well, except in my knees and how tired I am all the time.
Yeah.
But other than that,
my
age,
my hatred of teenagers.
my graying hair.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I'm like...
The fact that you really enjoy pickled food now and you couldn't before.
Yeah, no, that's something else.
The fact that now you enjoy a can of sardines and think it tastes good.
The fact that I go to the drugstore to buy peanuts.
Game paused.
The fact that you enjoy going to the hot sauna.
Yeah.
We do like going to the sauna.
The sauna's great.
All right. Well, this is...
We're continuing to have lag.
Yeah.
Just playing lag, Mario.
Mario.
Just do it, Mario. He's like, why are we playing on the Australian server right now?
Yeah.
Can we just change to the Korean server? Like, no, well, here's the thing about the regions.
That's a nice picture of France over there on that shirt.
So, Tasteless.
So, Sweat and Milk. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Please.
So, we've been in GSL 10 years.
Yes.
Tell me something that you remember about GSL, Tasteless.
They were trying to ask us in the interview for that mini documentary. They're like, what's the most memorable thing in GSL? And I'm like, well, I mean, all of it, I guess. We've done so much stuff here at GSL. I don't have one most memorable moment.
Yeah.
I just remember mostly right when it started being excited that we actually had work.
Yeah, that was exciting.
That was going to pay us.
Getting regular pay.
Because before GSL, this was the conversation Artosis and I were having with every other TV station or you name it, when we were trying to get out here to promote StarCraft, is they would say, yes, but foreigners don't watch StarCraft. And I would say, well, yes, that's correct, because you don't have it in English. Yeah.
And actually, they do watch it. They pirate your VODs.
Yeah. They did not know that Team Liquid was literally 10 times the size of InVen in those meetings. But there's always been this chicken and the egg thing, though, before this happened. Where it's like, but foreigners don't, because there's no foreign StarCraft or English
we
content.
still get that for StarCraft 1 stuff. They're like, foreigners don't really like this game.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you put an English broadcast on, people will watch it.
Yeah, yeah. That has been a recurring theme of our lives.
It was hard when we first started GSL. We had many other people we were working with, but some people were much more abrasive when we started. Remember being told we couldn't say the word nerd in the cast? Remember that?
Yes. I was trying to remember some of that
anymore,
this morning.
Yeah. So they're like, don't call them nerds, and I'm like,
don't mention Team Liquid on the thing.
Yeah, like, that was another one. Yeah, that person's long gone, but
long gone.
Yeah,
good riddance.
That was. Yeah, they're like, don't call them nerds. I'm like,
yeah.
What? This is a computer game tournament on TV. This is the nerdiest thing there is.
You guys are joking too much.
Yeah, stop being funny.
Yeah.
StarCraft is serious business.
Which one of you is the analyst, and which one of you is the...
This is one of the more annoying things we've had to deal with.
I'm like, yeah, no, you're right, it's me.
No, I mean, this is actually something that was happening, too, where it's
there used to be people that were like, why aren't you casting like the Koreans? Like,
yeah. Have one guy only analyze, one guy only play-by-play.
You know what's
Which
funny?
we don't do. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, though, because they would have had us do a three-way cast if there was a third commentator out here. I bet you they would have.
Yeah, well, they tried. This is because I was with the company like a little bit for a few other StarCraft stuff before you were there, but they were really trying to push for 3 people.
Yeah.
But I mean, there just weren't that many people out here to do. Yeah.
It's actually incredibly hard. We
did
it, what, once with Apollo?
Part of how we got the show, we did do a 3-way cast with Apollo once.
Yeah.
I think he's watching right now. We miss you, Sean. Yeah, there was a couple other obstacles we had. I think one of the reasons why we were able to even get this is we basically told them, we can do the whole thing with 2 people, and you don't need to hire writers. We'll just show up and do it, I promise.
Yeah, and they made you observe and me do interviews.
That's right. we were doing a lot at the start before things.
6-7 days a week. Yeah. It was tough.
Yeah, that was. It was weird because there was so much GSL right when this came out that it was like 0 to 100.
You remember when it first, like when we first had that crazy schedule? I used to sleep on your floor a lot because I lived so far away from the studio, and you actually lived pretty close.
Yeah, my apartment happened to be closer to where the studio was.
So I ended up
randomly,
crashing on your floor a lot. That was good times. Well. I mean, I would not mind having it be close.
Oh, thank God. I was hoping we'd have another pause here.
Yeah. I was watching that thinking to myself, you know what would be better than a Reaper running around and damaging Lings?
What?
Just you and I talking over Maru's face.
Yeah.
Craziness.
I think Bleach is actually a better idea than Beyond. I'm right. I can't believe you're even thinking about this.
You're probably right, but then I think of how the anime really fell off, and it's like...
I never saw it.
Yeah, it was really good.
He's actually a little bit more weeby than me. This is how we balance it out.
I stopped watching anime, actually, when I moved to Korea.
There's some real trash anime now. Like, there's too much of it. The early stuff was, I think, better because it was smarter, and then now they're churning out so much bad anime.
Yeah, a lot. Well... you know, everything eventually just becomes so monetized.
And right now there's probably people tweeting at me, yelling at me, with stupid anime characters as their icon on Twitter, no doubt. Yeah.
I heard it's the thing now to stream with an anime avatar.
I should do that.
You should.
Let's talk about
You'd be the guy with the red nose.
Let's talk about what it's like to be a StarCraft caster and use Twitter. So occasionally I outsource stuff I need to Twitter. I'll say, does anybody know a good book? Or, could someone recommend me this or that? You guys don't always have to just come back with a StarCraft pun. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, all right?
You said what was the scariest video game?
I said what's the scariest video game?
I saw
Try
PvZ.
PvZ on ladder tasteless. They just imagine me like looking at my phone and being like, oh! I just can't stop. I laugh so hard it kills me.
I actually did laugh when I saw that because I knew you'd be thinking this.
Yeah.
And I was also, when you tweeted it, I almost made a StarCraft pun, and I'll actually just not do it this time.
Can anybody recommend me a good book to read? How about the StarCraft Manual Tasteless?
StarCraft Manual?
You should see my stream. I stream chess before I do StarCraft because I drink my coffee and play some chess, and it's literally nothing but like, maybe you should upgrade your pawns, Starcraft.
Upgrade your pawns.
Get the speed upgrade for your knight tasteless. I'm like, you guys. You comedians.
Oh, I tell you. Chat scientists.
Chat scientists. So, yeah, I just thought I'd just put that out there. Put that information into the bloodstream of the internet and just say, you know.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We are both streaming a lot on Twitch, by the way, guys. You should check out our channels.
Yeah.
Hang out with us there. You can make StarCraft puns there to me.
Yeah.
And watch me stare blankly at the chat as I go, I've seen everything you could possibly say.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes my chat surprises me still. Trust me. They have new permutations of stupidity that have never been seen.
No, sometimes chat's really funny, though.
Oh, yeah. They can be quite funny sometimes. Sometimes chat says something, I laugh so hard, and then but the rest of the chat doesn't think it's funny. And they're like, wow, I just actually lost a lot of respect for Tastosis. I thought he was funny, but now I see you laugh at anything. Which makes me laugh even more.
We've had this where we think we've said a really, really good joke, and nobody ever mentions it again.
Yeah, no one gets it.
And we're like, oh, I thought that was maybe our funniest moment ever.
Yeah.
And I think we really are at the point of no return here. I think Morrow, especially because it's Morrow, can just bring this game to a closer here.
The Mutos have done a lot of work for him, but they are getting whittled down here as well. Ragnarok trying to hold on.
GG.
That was a bit of a smash. Maru really showing dominance.
It was murder. Murder. Guys, Tastosis is funny.
Yeah.
He just made me crack up on that break. Look at the cake. That's a 10-year cake, all right?
It certainly is.
That's not some happy 5th birthday cake.
Those are important, too.
Not as important as 10. You want to know why? It's
true.
2 digits instead of 1.
When is the next time you think we will celebrate? Is it 15 or
Probably
is it 20?
year 11, Tastosis. I think when you get a show that's this old, you just keep
every year at that point?
Every year. I think we start having every 3 months. Just go crazy. Even when we're not on. It's off season.
Or we can do some joke like our moms do where it's like, oh, no, I stopped counting at 39.
Oh,
like, Mom,
GSL.
Mom, you're 60.
We're all going to die one day. GSL 10 years young, if I can say.
Yeah. And it's more the mindset than the age.
This was the whole point. This all led up to this cake. That's how this whole show started. They said, let's do the show for 10 years, and at the end of it, we're going to eat a cake. It will be the first ever epic video game cake moment.
Epic video game cake moment.
Take that, Portal.
That's amazing.
Portal's number 2 with their cake.
Yeah. Winner, winner, 10-year cake.
That's right.
Do you remember your dreams?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually super into lucid dreaming.
Yeah, I remember
I've
you read
read
a
some
book
books
on that.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I dream all the time.
Do you actively control your dreams every night? Or?
Well, not every night, but if I can, I try to.
Yeah. That's nice. Do you have many nightmares?
If I have a nightmare, I usually can lucid dream my way out of it. I'll go, I'm in a dream. And then I'll kind of snap my fingers and just change the setting and be like, all right, cool.
Nice.
Now I'm flying around.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you dream?
Yeah, I mean, everyone dreams.
I want to believe that every night you're just in terrible nightmares. Like every time you go to sleep,
Actually,
it's hell.
I was as a child.
Oh, really?
And so my mother had to tell me about lucid dreaming, and so I could snap myself out of it.
But do you lucid dream much now?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
Yeah, no, I don't control dreams. I'm actually, I think I'm so tired when I sleep or something. I don't remember many dreams anymore. It's very rare to remember a dream.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, I used to remember them a lot more, but, dude, I go to sleep on non-GSL nights between 9 and 10 p.m.
Damn.
Because the kids wake me up so early, so.
But sometimes I wake up on my side. The worst is sleeping on your stomach.
Yeah, I don't get people that sleep on their stomach.
I had a
almost
roommate
never...
in college that would sleep on his stomach, like with the pillow, so he's like his neck's bent
One
back,
of my
like
4
he's a
children
canoe.
sleeps on her stomach.
Really?
Yes, it's very weird. No one else does.
You sleep on your side?
Yeah, on sides. I flip around a lot, and then I move a lot.
Big spoon, little spoon?
Well, right now I have a 1-year-old, so she's in the middle, so I'm whatever spoon she's making me be at the moment. Yeah.
Got it.
There's so much of us speaking on the internet now that when they finally master that technology that like can take your voice clips and make you say things.
I think it's basically here now.
You can make me say anything, but the thing is, you'll be like, "Oh, I made you say this, Artosis." I'm like, "I actually said that in one of the shows. You didn't watch enough."
Yeah. That's there's going to be a scandal. It's going to be one of our voices being like, "Starcraft is a bad game," and it's like,
Starcraft is a bad game.
It's bad for you.
Actually, I say that on stream all the time. It's whatever. I've said
so,
everything.
Production is informing me that there is a lag issue again here. We might have to swap the PCs out.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy that I heard?
Please.
I heard or read this the other day that the English language is so big and kind of complex that on average every person says a sentence that has never been said before.
Wow. That makes sense.
Not you, but like yeah, but no.
No, here's what we got to do. Here's what we got to do is be like, these guys cast in English, and that has the most words.
That's true.
English has more words than other languages.
Yeah.
And that means we're better than the other language casters.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Listen, I love our French friends. You guys are great.
Yeah.
But your language has like 1,000 words in it, and that's it.
That's it.
You can't use bonjour for everything. God.
It can't always be bien, okay?
I know.
But Chinese has the second most words, right?
Does it? Oh, I don't know.
I think
don't know
so.
what has the second most. Maybe.
Not as many as English, though.
Get out of here.
Oh, look at that cake.
10 years.
Yeah, nice toast. Nice. Or you could say 5 years plus another 5 years.
10 years ago, 10 years from now.
And think about this, when you did the 20-year anniversary, we can go back and talk about the cake of the 10-year anniversary.
And decide which one was better?
Yeah. That almost looked for a moment like it was humans in Warcraft 3, where all the peasants just make the thing build faster.
Oh, just barely keeps that alive.
All right, Artosis is sounding like a goat when he casts that. Oh, thanks, last. Second void are going to come in here.
Yeah, everything that could go
This
wrong
is
has
sad.
gone wrong.
Look at that. All the adepts are just in the corner crying, hugging each other. Oh, we're going to die.
Stop being wimps. It's for ire, right? Oh, another 4 probes go down.
No. All right, this should be a fatal blow coming here. Right now, Dream is almost maxed out. Just now, Nightmare squeaked into 100 supply.
Hey, he's trying for a fancy engage here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be game here as Dream takes it, crushing Nightmare 2-0, GG, and now we'll go to our final match, which will be Dream versus Ragnarok. 9 years. Oh, I mean 10 years of GSL. Happy birthday, GSL. GSL is now in 4th grade.
4th grade. What else happens
Look at that. That cake has a bow tie at the bottom. I didn't notice that. Is that bow tie edible? Why does our cake have a Chippendales bow tie on it?
It's going to be so sexy when we take that bow tie off it.
That's right, man. Look, there's a bow tie at the bottom. Keep panning out.
Yeah, there it is. That's definitely edible. I watched some of those cooking shows where they make cakes and stuff.
You can make a cake into anything, man.
Yeah, you can. Have you seen Cake Boss?
Yes.
It's the worst show ever made.
Yes.
It's so hilarious. It's like, so this is happening, and you know what I thought? We're going to make them a great cake.
Game 1, Submarine, Ragnarok Dream, the rematch. Let's go. So, one feature that we saw with Dream's play compared to Maru's. Dream's much more passive. Oh my God.
Yes!
Yes, more pauses. More pauses.
This is what I was really
This
waiting
is
for.
what real esports is.
Okay.
It's like
So some issue here.
Look, he does look mischievous.
Well, especially when he's playing.
Yeah.
He's got almost like a smirk on his face when he's playing, like a half smirk. Or he's like, I know something you don't know. See right there? He's kind of like, I've already thought about this. You haven't, though.
Yeah. Well, here we are, guys. This is going to be record number of pauses. Took us 10 years, but we made it. Exactly 10 years ago.
Always set new records.
The headset's coming off here.
May as well.
Ragnarok was a Zerg that was held accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at Maru's games with Ragnarok, Maru's there.
Game paused.
Yes!
Well, yeah.
All right, get your
he was held accountable.
Get your delay punch card out here. Okay, so after we pause the game, we fix the issue, we resume the game, and then his hotkeys were reset.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. I don't know what to say about that one.
So they're going to restart it. They're going to check it. They're going to resume the game.
Yeah.
But who knows what's going to happen then? He might look down and he has hooves for hands. Can't play Starcraft with hooves.
No, it's very, very tough.
Unless you're a Protoss player.
Yeah, you said it, not me, Tasteless. What was your about?
I was just trying to find something to say.
Yeah.
But I have nothing to say. I am, in fact, an empty vessel. There is nothing else
You
to
are.
me other than
I already know
some
everything
Starcraft
about
content.
you.
Yeah,
and everything
we've
about
had
me.
we've had every conversation we can have. Tastosis.
It took 10 years. I thought it would last longer than this, but it actually hasn't. We've run out.
Do not forget that there is a mini documentary that will be playing after the games are done, whenever that happens because of the delays. But very cool.
Yeah, it's
Little,
it's almost 20 minutes long.
To see where we live.
That's true. You get
to
little pics
see
of our houses.
My cats.
Yeah. You get to see my streaming PC.
So you get to see me walking around, and I want you guys to know when in this scene, because let me let you in on a little
we'll just cross the street right here.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
That was very good reenactment of that.
Yeah.
We're okay at this, but if it involves us walking, nerds aren't good at walking.
No,
nerds
are not good
like
at
when
walking.
I see you get up and walk out of your stream, I do one of those. I go
really
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
but then whenever I see a video of myself, what happens is my head kind of goes like down like that, and then my shoulders kind of come forward, and I kind of do one of these.
You almost
chimpanzee moves. Like this?
Yeah, if you were any more forward, you would actually...
Imagine my legs are moving under the table.
You would walk like Sonic the Hedgehog, where you just kind of roll forward.
So, there's scenes of me walking and this, and I want you guys to watch, because I was using every muscle in my body to be like, I'm a normal person, I'm a normal person, I'm a normal person.
You can't look normal to me, Tasteless. I love when your cat ran away from you. That was great.
Yeah. Took forever to get that
you
cat
just
out.
shook your head. You're like...
I know.
Your cats are a little bit shy when people go over. I've noticed.
Well, the thing is, there was like 5 people filming.
Yeah.
In my apartment.
5 people?
Yeah.
Only 3 people came to my apartment.
They need more people when they're filming Tasteless. They got to get a lot of different angles of me.
Yeah, all those angles you walking like an alien.
Walking like this through the streets.
Damn.
All right, come on. What are we doing? Let's pause the game and get back to another delay here.
I'm sure we will in a moment. Oh, wow, he just ran into his own vials there a bit, but looks like he will clear at least the Thors and tanks.
You got to believe, Artosis. Dream's going to take this. You're like that guy that just refuses to believe in Santa Claus in the movie.
Yeah.
Santa's real, Artosis.
And his name is Dream.
Oh, my God. All the overlords are here.
Only Santa and Maru can beat Zergs, huh?
Santa cannot beat Zergs. Let me make that clear here.
Spines are trying their best, but Ragnarok knows he is defeated.
GG. Dream has done it. Ragnarok fizzles out, and Dream is our player who advances into the round of 16. Great stuff there.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to tell you that Tastosis is the best caster of all time. They wanted me to say that.
Damn it.
I
hate them.
So anyways, happy birthday, GSL. We're going to have some cake downstairs. We love you guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Bye-bye.